Oh, I bet that was really loud. Okay. Hello, everyone. So I got this game gifted to me for my birthday by a really good friend of mine. So I decided I'm going to stream it because I think that is the only way to truly enjoy this game. Without further ado, hold on. Let me sip my juice. Without further ado, let's get the game up. Let's play, baby! No. Oh god, I feel okay. I like being able to see things, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit, you know. I'm gonna turn off the BGM. Enter the current time. Let's see, it's 12:04. What? Wait, why did it ask me for the time when it could have just looked at like the fucking the Windows shit? That's okay. You know, I literally could have just put 4:20 and I think it would yeah, it could have made a difference. You never know. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. The end is never the end. The end is never the end. Load. Load, please. Pretty please. Load, please. Pretty please. Load, please. There we go. It's a very boring looking room. I realized I forgot to turn on desktop audio. There we go. Now you can hear it.
And in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day.
That's really funny. Press J. Now press K.
Though others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
That seems like a pretty fun job. I would like to do that for a living. I would decorate my room a little bit more.
Day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Oh?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
He waited for an hour?
To give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, okay. Can I like zoom in on these? No? Very poor cable management. Yep, just walk through the chair. Alright, cool game. I like that. It's really funny. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Where's room 420?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where do you, like, enter in here yet? Does he just spawn in every morning and...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his...
This was just a pencil sharpener! Who farted? Me, I'm lactose intolerant. Huh. Oh, this one's on. Oh, I can kind of see it. Installation, something. Number 1, Dad. Not anymore. I like work. I just hate my boss. What does that cup say? Mile? Whatever. Alright, let's go. It's an inspiration poster, but without the inspiration. This is a bathroom. Oh my god, there it is. 420. Is there a zoom? Am I stupid? No, probably not. Be my Valentine. That's pretty funny. Huh. Another Who Farted mug. This is weird. Surname Access. Does that say fuck? Can I go in here?
Stanley went around touching every...
Oh, I can interact with shit!
But it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I did not know that I could interact with shit already. I don't know. Okay. Can I... Let me in. Let me in to 420, please. Pretty please. Pretty please. I want to go into the funny number. I hate Mondays. What are you, Garfield? Why is there a ladder in there? Oh, they're fixing the ceiling tiles. Cool. Whoa. That glitched. Okay. Huh. Another inspiration poster, but without the inspiration. Sales in third quarter. This does not make sense. Is that a troll face?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
See, I would do the thing that like everyone else does, but I'm situationally unaware. Ba-ba-dee-be-do, ba-ba-da-be-do, ba-ba-dee-be-dee-dee-doo, ba-ba-ba-dee-do. Da-dee-dee-doo, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. What the fuck? Okay. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
How to solve a
Filled with
dispute with a
disbelief,
coworker.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Office party. Woo! Rip France. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Please keep the targets off the topic of... Cool. Who moved my desk? What the fuck? Is this just going on its own? That's kind of creepy. Where's the oh, there it is. Circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my god, it's the broom closet. Why are you lagging?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
It's the first door that I can open. Leave me alone.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
I left the
At least
broom
if there was
closet.
something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Is there something to interact with in here? Or am I just stupid? There you go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's down here? A car? I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna go to the boss office. What the fuck? Executive bathroom. What is in the executive bathroom? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. It's funny. The interaction noise just sounds like a keyboard click. It's really cute. I like it. Oh, okay. There's a ghost. Okay, I guess I just go in here. What does the car do? I don't know. Okay. Just glitch
Stepping
out.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Wait, what is the number? I genuinely wasn't paying attention.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay, 2845. Can I move the phone? Okay. Ah.
2845.
2845. I'm playing the piano. What was it again? Wait. Say it again.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Those pictures are different. The fuck is that? Generator? Wow. It's so fucking dark. So it's a wall. Meow. Okay. Boop. Wee! Wee! Little piggy go wee!
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I just want to know how much he was getting paid, because that seems like a dream. Oh, fucking hell. Can I go back up?
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
This is so funny. Wait, can I go back to the car?
It's your boss's office, exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have.
I know, I'm really good.
Fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative.
Woo!
I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
So I can't go back downstairs to the car. I am stuck in here. Voiva! I'm kidding. I'm gonna go back down.
Incredible.
You gave me that option, so
Into the elevator and going down again.
why wouldn't I take it?
How does he keep coming up with all of this?
Because I'm stupid.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
What? What happens if I do it again? What happened if I do it again?
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing.
You keep giving me the option. I'm gonna keep doing it. Won't let me press the button down. Okay.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything from here. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
I think I gotta process it too.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process. All right. I have fully come to terms with it.
Or have
I
you?
have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I'm a very, very good storyteller. What the fuck was the number? What? 2845. Did I just accidentally input the year? Okay. What the fuck was the number? I have to see what happens. I have to see what happens. I have to see it. I have to see it. What's the code? Oh, shit.
Eight.
All I wanted was the code, and I got this fucking achievement. Huh. Did my mouse just die? No, it did not. Okay. What the fuck was it? Oh, so now everything is wrong. Ah, but the keypad's back. I can fuck with this however I want. One, 4, 2, 7. Six, 9, 6. Shit. Come on, let me do a funny number. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go now. Is it on now? It is on now. Okay. And I'm frozen.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted
before.
before.
Never,
No
ever!
frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale.
I'm very smart and I like going in loops. Yeah. That's just the type of guy that Stanley is. Oh my god, the button is still here. I just want to annoy him. I just want to annoy the fuck out of him. This is fun. Revolutionary storytelling.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and
Yeah.
I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the
agony.
of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why
You
don't
are
we
so
take this
right.
elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting?
You gotta play the elevator music.
It seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible.
I don't
They
like
want
jump
big,
scares.
explosive moments flung
That's very,
right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters?
Alright.
Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over.
Why, thank
Truly,
you.
I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it.
I don't
Which is
know what
why
that
we're so
means.
starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you.
Why, thank
Which is
you.
why- oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you. So that
Oh
you
my
can talk about
God.
your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought
Oh my
it would
God,
especially
thank you,
mean a
Mr.
lot to the
Narrator,
people who've
sir.
been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Oh my god.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Woo! The world's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramids. Aliens. Live. The guy who went to Mars. That don't look like Elon Musk. I'm sorry, that was a really bad joke. Oh my god. An evening with world peace, baby. I would like that too.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
World first sentient machine? The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable, Stanley. From the Stanley Parable. Tonight, live on stage. The Stanley Parable, Stanley. Tonight, live on stage. I'm the man of the hour, baby.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Thank
Okay,
you.
It looks like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
Stanley Ryder. Almonds, chair, gum, table, nut bar. Oh, I can't interact with shit. Oh my god. What the fuck does that one say? Doing great. And Alexander would. I'm dyslexic, apparently. A conversation with Alexander the Great. The Lord, the meet and greet! Wow. Wow. Oh my god, wait. Break a leg champ, your boss. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel more alive. Your wife. From the apartment ending. I don't know what that means. I love the way you ride elevators. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get 'em, Tiger. Stanley, me, Dad, age 6. What? Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. Why is there 2 of the same letter from the boss? What is an unforgiving account of ups as well as downs, highs and lows. Isn't that what life's about? Is that the boy? Oh my god, that's terrifying. That's a really weird picture. Oh my god, what is this? An audience with the dude who came up with pizza! That's too good. Just a box of imaginary books. Oh my god, I was so confused. I was like, is that supposed to happen? Okay. What the fuck? Oh my god, there's no I gotta do all this all over again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting. Mr. Memo.
Okay. I'm going.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire.
What? Oh wow.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm the one telling the story, bitch. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. 1 grand. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. 5 grand. What does it say? Vent access for trained employees only. Climb at your own risk. I need a key card. Oh shit, of course it lags whenever there's something fucking
Well,
up.
look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
I bet I can! Whee!
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Why did that cut off? Oh my god.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
You are?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Exactly! I'm the one telling the story!
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Is that the car? No, that is a trailer.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
My
She's
wife?
been waiting.
Where is she? I am now forklift certified! What?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay. A true love, good ending. Not the fucking apartment number being for.
Is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Is it him? Is he trans?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now
he's eating lunch. Or drinking
now
it.
He's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen his life.
Is you feeling down the wrong way?
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press R to watch TV. What if I don't? What if I don't? What if I just, I open the fridge?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day
What?
he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
I want to watch oh my god, spend time with the You know, I want to spend time with the boys. Why?
So he went further.
No!
At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere
Oh, I can't even.
that his
What?
decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful.
I can't even walk towards the door. Oh no. Oh no. If I press V and this transforms into the office.
As he wandered
It did!
this
Ah!
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved
Mind
in many
controls.
directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
It came with a baby.
The Stanley Parable.
I don't have kids.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always
Oh
feel
no.
this free.
Oh
Surely there's an
no.
answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
We told my wife I love her.
But there is
Boom.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he
I hate
forgets which
Mondays.
life is the
I'm
real one.
Garfield. Wah!
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button,
Okay.
do not do it.
Okay. I'll press every other button. Bum, 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 bum. This is horrible wire management. I am not pressing the button. I am doing what you're saying for once, Mr. Narrator Man. Or do you not want me to follow directions for once? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna press the button. I pressed the button. Oh shit. Everything's frozen.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question nothing. Boom, third person.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose. The same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Mwah.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe.
And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Okay. Oh my goodness.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
When are you gonna get tired of saying that over and over again, Mr. Narrator Man?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Come on.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace,
It's comfy.
its subtle charm. No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though
You
all
can't
the co-workers
jump.
mysteriously vanished, here you
I
sit
got an
looking at these
achievement that
chairs and
says
some
you
paintings.
can't jump.
Really worth it. At this
I
point,
really like
Stanley's
this
obsession with this
texture.
room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Maybe.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Meh.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
There's an elevator. There's an elevator. Yeah!
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes,
So
that
now
is
in
my
order to
point.
get
That
back,
is
he
my
needed to
purpose.
From here, it's, left.
What if I press the button? Oh shit, it closed. Okay. Well,
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Oh,
was I
what were
thinking?
you thinking?
It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I'm lost. We're both lost.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Or is it? Do I get run over by a truck? Nope. Okay. As I go downstairs then.
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Is the narrator the boss guy?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Is that why
Stanley
he knew what the
decided to go to
code
the meeting
was?
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The boss is just this omnipotent being.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Did
Stanley,
Oh.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
I'm pretty sure it's your fault,
Okay,
Mr.
then.
Narrator Man.
It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Well, I can't go in there. I don't have a jump. Can I go here? Oh, they all connect, don't they? Those ones do connect. Alright. I'm in the back rooms now, baby. Woo!
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No!
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ah! I swear.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bum bum da da da.
Okay, yep, it's I'm remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Come on, Mr. 420 room. I'm begging. I'm begging. Ah! G-Fuel got me fucked up. G-Fuel got me fucked up.
Aha! I knew something. The story. Here it comes.
Here we go.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our step.
Oh. Okay.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
No.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Woo!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
I won!
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I totally won fair and
I'm getting
square.
weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No, 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 no. Don't do that. You're just gonna keep messing it up. Oh my god, I'm not following the line.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Trademark.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Well, it's not like I can really do anything else. No.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Empty ass fucking backrooms ass fucking. But I don't want to follow the line. I don't want to do that. I'm fucking playing solitaire. Ah! Man, I don't want to. Nah. Okay, well, I haven't been here before, so I mean, I guess the line is okay.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
That's a lot of
I'd like to
words that I
apologize.
don't
Not
understand.
sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I know I'm going in circles. I'm going in circles on purpose. Okay, every time I pass by this, I thought it was a bathroom. Oh no, I think the line is messing up, bros. It's a question mark made out of question marks. Another question mark made out of question marks? Oh my god, are we gonna find number 1? Or not? Ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Oh, it froze. I think there's something happening.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Why?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a beautiful plant. Ah!
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, we're back at the room.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No! Oh no, the line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Literally
intelligent
nothing.
people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Ooh.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start
Another
wandering in-
adventure
well, I don't know.
story.
How about this direction?
Ooh. Backrooms.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Why do you keep cutting off, dude? Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From
Uh-huh.
here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since
don't
the
know.
answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay. You've been playing the confusion ending for 18 minutes?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? You're supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So
Yes.
now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Yeah.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
I thought it was you that gets to say. I don't know. It's you're the one who's the
I
narrator.
don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Okay.
And the timer to... Stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I think God or Jesus is gonna come down from the
Sure.
heavens and just
Okay.
restart us for it. What?
I guess now we
Restart
just wait.
us.
You know, I suppose in
Restart
some way
for
that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the
You get it.
destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Oh, the line's gone!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe the the doors are back.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait, I thought it was the right one. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. Never mind.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Oh, I can't press the button again. I thought I could press the button again. No! Goodbye, elevator. Ugh.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly...
What were you thinking?
Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please? I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Or is it? Or is it? Apparently that doesn't do anything. I'm back in the server room.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
Alright, I did that before, so I guess,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
bum.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear
Oh,
I
shit.
restarted the game.
I fucked it
over,
up again,
completely
didn't
fresh.
I?
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
I think you fucked it up, Mr. Man.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story. I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Ah!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Maybe.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. $4.20. Yes.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Again!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
The goddamn line. Oh no. Not the line. Oh shit.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
I'm gonna get the same ending again, don't I?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait right here. You can't stop me! I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait. Recommendations from the Oversight Committee. January 18th, 1991. These are all this. Oh. A short history of the relations between Poland and Austria-Hungary. General questions about bucket filling. Words. That's funny. That's funny. Ah.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
How about no?
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood. Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Very,
Make sure
very
you
beautiful
study it
fern.
closely and remember it carefully.
It's very
You won't want to miss anything.
it's very green. Very much greenery. Yes, sir, Mr. Narrator Man. Very, very much greenery.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Now we wait. What if I went through it all again? Oh, I can't. Oh, that's stupid. I am just doing that basically again anyway.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Wow! Dance, dance, dance. I'm gonna get the same
what,
fucking
Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
ending
We're
again.
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
Ah!
daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting.
Very.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story.
Together!
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it
I want
might
her
be,
story to
Stanley,
be enemies to lovers.
I'm ready for it.
I'm funny. I think I'm funny.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
I'm giving me motion sickness.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
I'm
In
so
fact,
stupid. I
believe
made
I
the
need a
same
minute to
fucking
think
ending
here.
again.
Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
I'm
so
not
I
gonna
know
do that. It's gonna
each
make me
door
dizzy.
has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right,
Oh
let
my
us ask, will
god.
taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Right is
Come,
the right
Stanley.
door.
Our destiny awaits.
That's the
What's
same
this?
time.
The confusion.
It shouldn't be.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending.
Oh,
And we're supposed to restart the game eight times?
After a long time,
That's
Stanley
really how all
dies.
this goes?
Please, let
It's
me
all
die.
Determined?
Let me die, please.
So now,
Let me
according to
die.
the schedule, I restart again. And that's just supposed to be what? What if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't
You know, theoretically. Nah.
restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
You won't do it.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
I don't know. Did we? Woo.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
What'd I do?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Huh. But did any of us
Yet
change?
there
It
was
did
not
not.
a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Talk
decided
less.
to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Crafts about things and money. We have our new product. Violet James, you are fired. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. That's so funny. Synergize. Core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. Help, I'm a post-it. Pie chart. Woo! Pie charts. The bloom closet.
Oh no, not. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay, I'm done.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is
all a dream.
Oh, what a relief.
I'm stuck in the back
Finally
rooms.
found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked.
He's in a coma!
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
Probably.
it was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
He's in a
Was
coma.
Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
This is getting
I'm
real
through with
meta.
this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
Let me
Let me
continue
continue
pushing the
pushing
buttons.
Please.
I want to push
It's
the
all I want.
buttons. I want to do
I
that
want
for
my
my
apartment.
job.
And my wife, and my job. All I want is my life.
You don't have
exactly
a
the way
wife.
It's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Affirmations.
Everything will be fine.
This is like the
I am okay.
what? No.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Cool. I wake up back at the office like.
This is the story of a woman
What?
named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
What?
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Oh,
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay. Oh! Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why do the windows sound like that? Is it supposed to sound like rain or like one of those little things from the dollar store that make the sound?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find a
No! Let me in the closet, please!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Fucked up glitchy ass mirror. Is there nothing else? Okay. This opened! It didn't open before! Business strategy. Holding a panda at gunpoint. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Uh-oh. Did I break the elevator? Huh. Okay. I'll take it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna go back up the elevator. I'm gonna go down this scary passageway, okay? I promise you, Mr. Narrator guy, I will go down the scary passageway. I promise.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, it's the server room, but like the bottom of it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, because right up there is where the line would take us.
Now the monitors jump to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the
Wow.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Huh.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yeah.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I'm controlling him.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yeah.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Huh. Bup.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go.
I
and
want
you
to
try
press
take
the
control of
buttons.
The machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
I want to press the buttons.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort. I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave.
They were already
If you
off.
want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
5, 4.
I'm in a good mood. You're
Wait.
gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story.
Where's
Sometimes
3?
when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other
Where's
times,
button
I
3?
let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional
Am I figuring
seconds.
out right? Am I doing it right?
Grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
You are one
This is not a
hell
challenge. It's a tragedy.
of a dude.
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
I like the music!
A big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Is there a way to beat that part, or am I just stupid?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Huh? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so funny.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013.
I like
on
this
home
slow ride.
computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Woo!
Reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Woo!
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Okay.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Woohoo!
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Very
It's as
boring
if
indeed.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh, give me the content, Stanley! Give me the content! Oh my god.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Woohoo! I can jump! Okay, not okay. Woohoo! So much fun.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
That's another elevator?
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what causes for exciting new content?
Yes!
If this is new content, then I could just read you
Elevator simulator!
20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Okay.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stan, this is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievement, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated.
Wait, really?
And I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them...
Is there an
personally
achievement that just says test
It's
achievement?
my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
I think
It
you
could
did.
never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
The entire game is a
Just
gimmick.
you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Okay. Okay. Oh. That's funny.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. It's like a don't trust the guy come up with you in the white van. Don't trust the guy in the vent. But I did anyways.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Is this fucking Tomb Raider?
I call it the Memory Zone.
Oh
It's where I've been
wow!
storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
The Memory Zone.
You see,
Wow.
Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
The greatest wealth is a memory? 2013, when the Stanley Parable was released. The clock says 2013. Huh, so maybe if no, because I would only put 12. My first kiss, my first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Wow. Good times. All the endings? Maybe. Is that Mr. Krabs' dollar? It's Mr. Krabs' dollar. Smile because it happened. Demonstration is the demo. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. It is impossible to get this achievement. British Academy of Film and Television Arts. There is a sign on the door. The sibling does not know how to read a sign. Alright, back. Game innovation. Oh my god, there's a dog! Oh! He scared the shit out of me! Hi, Zero! Yeah. Okay. I didn't even know you're in here. Stanley Parable debut game. Story. Did it win anything? New video game releasing today. What? This is empty. I wonder what that could be for. Little Stanley. Oh my god, it's a hamster!
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Beautiful.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was
Persona
Persona 3.
3.
It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I like the elevator. Apparently. I don't know. Memory zone maintenance. Ba-da-da-do. Person of the year. The narrator. Oh wow! Is this like a screenshot of development? Whatever that is, it looks cool. Shit. Wow. For Scott K. Is that the narrator's name? Is the narrator's name Scott? The end is never the end.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
I can't go. The door, oh. The serious room.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Steam reviews?
Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Maybe.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and
What do you mean, unfunny?
His humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Unfunny?
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
What the hell am I playing?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking.
I don't even know what that
I
means.
always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear,
I don't even know what
an
that
awful memory to have
means.
to hold on to. These black marks on my
What
otherwise
this
unimpeachable
fucking-
track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let
Oh,
these people down.
Scott.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable.
Is that your name?
isn't
Am I
quite as
stupid?
sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always
What
been
the
my
fuck
motto.
is
I'll
that?
do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Anything for the customer. Anything for the customer.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest,
Can you
Okay,
imagine
welcome
making
back,
a bad
Stanley. Now, I
review
should
and then
say
you
that the
end
amount
up in the
of time the button
fucking
has been
sequel of the
skipping through is
game?
becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated. Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And I think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
What if I just listen to him?
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Yeah, pretty much.
Listen, Stanley, it isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening.
Aww.
I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously.
Don't care. Scott. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. How do I get out of here? How many? How many times can I press it?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to... But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart.
Don't care. Little bitch can't handle a thumbs down review. Gets one bad review. Fucking dies.
The end is never the end, 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 is never.
Sick beat. Oh, the water damage. Well. Okay. Can I press it again? How pretty! But how do I get out? I can't jump. Whoa. Is that the purge siren? I wonder how long it'll let me press the button. Oh, now, oh! Okay. It seems that I've reached that limit. Wow. Can I press the button again? I cannot press the button again. Alright. I'm gonna go this way. And I'm gonna go let my dog out of my room. nice life, Mr. Zero. Okay. Ah! Ah! Headphones back on! Oh!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Woohoo!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content. Ooh.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Hopefully it's better than the jump circle in the elevators. Because, you know. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, elevator simulator, let's fucking go!
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley
Off
Parable
painting
2,
K.
now that's an
TGA.
artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Of painting DTGA? Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. The back. 2 doors. More the Stanley Parable, better Stanley Parable. Win-win. Control mind share. Paradigm shift synergy. Brick and mortar approach. Envelope client-centric marketing. The color red! Leverage holistic value. Cool. The fern! It's the fern! This is so funny. Thanks for attending my meeting. Fucking Google Docs. Google Docs sucks ass.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Oh my god. Squum. What does that mean? G00. 1000. 1130. It's a G. That's not a 9. Design pitch. Break. Pitch. Design. Number 2 chat. Huh. Water cooler. Wow. So exciting. Oh my gosh.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
The fern. I wonder if the QR code actually works. The reassurance bucket. Please no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I don't know. I think Get Well will be really funny.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
That's really funny. Oh! Oh my god.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
I want to know what the reassurance bucket is.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution
Where's
to
the
this
bucket?
fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart.
There's the bucket.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
Comfort
And to be
bucket.
honest, it's a much more convenient solution.
They should
for
make
me.
a bucket plushie in their
Redesign
store.
the game to be less
Like just like a
uncomfortable.
plushie
Can you imagine what
of
a
the
pain in
bucket.
ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on,
Yes.
give it a try.
Give me the bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
I'm so
The
sexy.
benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
This
All
bucket's
this and
so
more
good.
awaits you in the Stanley Parable too. Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Just the right amount of change. Screen shaders. New updated ray trace, more of the same, but in a good way, sequel to the baby's all grown up. Bankruptcy. Can I drop the bucket? A whole new office. They changed the floor. Why did they change the floor? Did I look at everything else in here? Or am I... Oh, infinity hole. Collectibles. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? What the fuck is...
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Oh, I still have the bucket! Oh my god! Okay!
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Tragic. The fern. The jump circle. Free achievement. You know... The infinite hole. It won't end. I'm just chilling, holding a bucket.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact...
I'm sure it hasn't.
You can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can
especially
fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Portal 2? Have you ever heard of that? Whee!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Whee!
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Is there an exit over here? No, I'm just stupid? Okay. I don't want to hold the bucket anymore. New and easy achievement. Okay.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Haha. It's really funny. Huh.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Settings World Champion. Okay. That's new.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Did I see everything yet? Ooh. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. That's a mouthful.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful? Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this
I don't want to
feature.
role play as
Just
Jim. That's
bear
an
with
ugly
me. I
name.
promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
No.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in
No.
love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If
Can
so,
you
then
imagine
please step
somebody
forward and
actually
press the
named
button.
Jim playing this game? And they're like, I don't have to imagine. I'm already named Jim.
Yes, you see, what a thrill, that was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
No. Okay.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Yeah.
Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
All right.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Do the elevators work? There's no elevator button. Okay. Oh, the exit. No. Endless hole. Oh, this is okay. Okay.
All right, Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
Yeah. I totally really am.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
I
There's
believe in
definitely
you,
a good
Mr.
game
Narrator
there
Man.
somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Wait, that's sick!
All right,
Wait, this is so cool!
Go ahead. Take a look.
Ooh, the back rooms. What if I just sit here? Will Mr. Narrator Man come back and say something? Maybe not. Let's see.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 4.
Oh my god, the balloons!
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Oh my
Orders
god.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That seems like
Although
such a
Office
fun
Pilot
job.
considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the
I would love to
orders
do that for a living.
as though he had been made exactly.
Even though that's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Stanley was happy.
I'm pushing buttons. I'm moving a
And then
person
one day,
across the
something
screen.
very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
The
Never in
balloons.
all his years at the company
That's
had
so
this
funny.
happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
There's a celebration
Shock,
happening,
frozen
and there's
solid.
nobody
Stanley found
there.
himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yeah! The bucket! Let's go!
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Woohoo!
And here it was.
Bucket!
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
How very insightful the bucket turned out to be.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
My dearest
So he
friend,
threw
the
himself
bucket.
to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Very. I love the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Bucket!
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Bucket, bucket, bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
Bucket!
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go.
How
back
about
to the meeting
no?
room.
I'm gonna actually do the
No.
thing.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Talk to
Stanley
my
did not
non-existent
question why
wife.
or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
The bucket doesn't
Stanley
have a
chose
mouth.
not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I can just do this. Oh my god, I did not know that. Danger. Danger everywhere. Am I finding a new ending? Oh my god.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
Because the
Unless-
bucket is my...
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what
It's
isn't?
my emotional
I suppose
support
that makes you realize
bucket.
Your behavior up to this point, which, if that's true, well, my
Come on.
goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game.
It's
if
my
not addressed quickly and
friend.
properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
How are you so sure?
Step in here for a moment.
How about no? Can I just go back? I'm sorry, Mr. Bucket. Okay. Alright. Oh, God.
Now then, I'm going to
Is this a
run
s-
you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What?
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Hello, I am a delicious pizza. I am made out of moss. I'm also an anthropomorphic something. Today I am a sentient tail. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream, Antigua. Is that how you say your name? I don't know, but welcome. Is it a bucket? I'm gonna say yes. Yay! I got it right!
Item 4. Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? It's an enormous machine that tills the earth.
Am I a bucket? Maybe. I
managed to screw it up. Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I am a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
Yeah!
This is a bucket.
I'm so smart, guys. I've gotten 2 questions right.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both.
Oh!
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one.
Find it, Mr. Narrator Man! Damn it!
You and I both know there isn't anything here, and I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you
I don't
believe
know.
that nothing is a bucket?
If you are a bucket, then I am a bucket. Let's hope we don't lose our buckets over this. I'm gonna go a little upset. We are all the buckets. We are all buckets! I don't even remember what the question was anymore.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
Me
What
too!
is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
You are a bucket, Mr. Narrator Man.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why
He's
did
so
you disappear?
confused. He's
Wait,
getting a bucket
was
ate.
everything a bucket?
As
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Am
And
I a
you,
bucket?
Stanley, you're still here. You're not
Oh,
a bucket
I'm not a
either.
bucket.
Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
But everything else is a bucket.
I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't
Thank you.
change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Everything
So,
was
tell you what,
dependent on the
I'll
PNG
reset
of a
everything.
bucket.
We'll put back all
Like
of the buckets,
TF2,
okay? And we'll
Team
know
Fortress 2
that it's
relies on the
all a
PNG
bucket.
of a
But if you run
coconut.
into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Bum 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 up 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 up.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Should I grab the bucket? I'm not gonna grab it. I'm not gonna grab the bucket. My emotional support bucket. I am leaving you behind.
To a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I felt a little neither here nor there for a moment.
It was okay.
Alright.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm on no. I'm gonna go back to that railing.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stan. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Got to remember to put getting up and walking around after staying at my desk for too long on my bucket list. gotta put eating some food on my bucket list. Just gobble that shit up. What did he say? Did he say red or blue? I'm gonna go through blue because that's my favorite color.
Aha. Perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You
yes!
want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Yes!
Don't let me stop you.
As a pizza, I'm a little concerned. Okay, well, maybe don't eat pizza, but like you can have like an orange. Cause I know pizza. I know you can't. I swear to God, if there's a pizza out there that has oranges on it, I don't know what I'd do with myself. Humanity is falling to pieces if there's a pizza out there that has oranges on it.
You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically?
Yes, because I don't like you.
Do you
I'm
not
kidding,
think
I do.
put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What
I don't
would have
know.
made this game better? What did you want to see?
No!
Vehicles? Skill trees?
I'm not opening
Work with
that.
Me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Yes.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door?
Because I
It's
made
instinct
you
mostly,
make
calling
me a
in your
new
gut.
door.
I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that
Orange
I felt it in
oh,
my
orange
soul.
chicken is
You
different.
can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Worldwide leaderboard. Is this real? Stanley, it's not real.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
I don't care.
Let me boot it up.
Come on, Mr. Narrator Man. Give me everything you
In
got.
this game,
Oh
the
my
road crosses
god.
left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
4
So you
hours?
too give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
See, I hate children, but not enough to kill them.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Yes.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Spinach,
Thank you for
mandarin,
playing.
orange
Your
pizza,
input was extremely
pepperoni,
valuable.
and orange
Okay,
pizza.
since my game was
Jesus
so
Christ.
awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
Half-Life?
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
If it loads Half-Life. Oh my god. Bum bum. Bum bum. I think you can stop sending links now. I get the point. My faith in humanity is gone. What the?
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Why was that the Minecraft door sound? What? People ogling? This game took a step up. It did. I think it did.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What is this?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stan.
Jonesy?
Good call. You really wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
Like
Let's find
Fortnite?
another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Okay. Oh my god, it's Rocket League!
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here.
Oh.
Is this game sports ball?
It's sports
Damn it, I
ball!
think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, I'm going faster!
Hold on. What are you doing?
Whee! Grass!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Ah! Okay. Down another hole we go. Oh, it's so dark. I can't see anything. Okay. For some reason, being at like eye level with the fucking door handles in this game makes me feel even shorter than I already am. Like I'm pretty short in real life. You're just gonna make me feel even more like a tiny little bitch. These are game dev screenshots. I'm short too. Yeah. And not just because I'm Tails.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Oh.
If he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end.
No, I don't
make
need
sense
him.
out of the chaos
I don't need
and
you.
the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
I hope. Oh. Oh. All right. Let's see. Let's follow the red door this time.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not picking up the bucket, but I'm going to the red door when I get there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
All right.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us
Was this
all
supposed to
trying get
happen?
somewhere that
Or
we
is
can
my
just see
game
that
like
it's true,
fucking
Stanley.
up?
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, I'm in a circle. Okay. Ugh.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
How pretty.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't
Was
it?
that the window
If we
startup
just
sound?
Stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel... No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Stay here. Don't take it. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Okay, I'm thinking. What do you want to say? Hello, Mr. Narrator Man. Where'd you go, man?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here. No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieve here. Are you... You are going to stay here, aren't you?
No. Come on, say something. If you were Moss, it wouldn't
You heard me
hurt.
before, didn't you? You will die. What about this? Is it getting through to you?
If you were Moss, it wouldn't hurt to fall, but since you Stanley plush are a pizza, you better stay away from the stairs in case your toppings fall off. They look a little loose. I don't know. I wouldn't mind the toppings falling off, you know what I'm saying.
No! Oh,
What?
thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now,
Are you my
can
one
you please
true
get back
love?
to the other room?
Okay. I'll go back. next to anchovies with that. Maybe.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving. Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Wee, ooh, Aurora Borealis. Why did I say that like I was Aurora, fuck. Aurora Borealis. There we go. I know how to speak English.
No. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Nothing. You let me die.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Oh, I walk slower and slower.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
No.
No, perhaps not.
I'm going to die. Mr. Narrator Man. You have to let me go.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
You have to let me go. The accident was years ago. You have to let me go.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
Enjoy your free trial of Subdue.
But I get you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
I'm teasing you, Mr. Narrator Man.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Okay, nothing there. You have to let me go, Mr. Narrator Man. The accident was years ago. Mr. Narrator Man, my gay lover. Yay!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
You are. Let's think of a name to give the narrator. I don't know. It's in the memory zone. There is a thing that said for Scott K, and I think that's just a developer. But also, it's the narrator's. It's the Mr. Narrator's like memory zone. So I'm thinking his name is Scott, and I want to call him Scott, but I don't want anybody who's like really into the Stanley Parable being like, actually his name is, you know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley
We'll
left
call
on
him
the
Scott. He
platform
sounds like
and
the kind of
plunged
person
to
that
his
would
death.
sell
Good
porridge
job,
oats.
Stanley.
I don't even
Everyone
know what
thinks
that
you're very
means.
powerful.
What is porridge oats? Is that like oatmeal?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Emotional support bucket?
The confusion
Emotional
and the
support
chaos
bucket.
all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No!
Feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
You can't take my bucket.
It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your
It's
companion
my
and
bucket.
lifelong friend.
Damn closet.
Getting into name calling
Well,
now, it seems.
you know,
This is how
it's the
low
closet
broom
of
closet
safety.
has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket. Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this
Why?
is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends. That your
Oh my
relationship is
god,
purely
I'm
superficial and
offended,
convenient.
Mr. Broom
That
Closet.
your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner?
Yeah.
Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
You're a bitch,
Expand
Broom
on the
Closet.
wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point.
Well, I fell off
Share
the
your
platform.
journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Fuck you, Broom Closet. Suck my dick.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now
Woo!
it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, Broom Closet, with all your
Woo!
meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to
You already
broom
have the mop
closets in
bucket,
natural
Mr.
order of
Closet.
things.
Stop pointing. Leave some for the rest of us. Yes, sir, Mr. Broom Closet.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a
It's a bucket of the sticker on the
That way,
bucket.
If you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really
I'm
is
holding a
wide variety
bucket,
of
yeah.
applications for this sticker.
What else does he say?
You know what? I could take the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, But now, the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay
How
here all you like,
rude.
and I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see
so
you outside, and we
disrespectful.
can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
If I have no bucket, where will you keep your chickens? In nugget form. In your freezer.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. You found one of them. One of the miniature
Oh my
Stanley
God.
figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't
Funny.
buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I'm savoring it. I'm savoring it so hard right now.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for it. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing else.
It returned.
Stanley thought, usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance.
No,
and
it's my
comfort.
comfort bucket.
That's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone
What?
else's bucket, perhaps.
Did I steal
How did
somebody
I end up with
else's
someone
bucket?
bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
No, my
He
bucket.
noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me!
Oh my God, my bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Oh no.
To me, Stanley! Find me!
Where are you,
He
my
had to find
bucket?
the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley
Oh, you
doubled
keep this
over
singular
agony.
item with the plural title tails. I'm sure you can't keep them in the fridge for long. There's a rule about putting children in there.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh no.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket.
Oh,
and
she
carried
has her
it
own
and went to her
bucket.
place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the
She
body of a
stole
man
my
who
bucket.
stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad.
She
And
stole
came
my
raving about
bucket.
it later, describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It
Oh
could
my
all have been
God.
prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Oh
How
no.
cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance.
Oh my
and total
God,
clarity.
emotional
Heck
support
yes,
bucket.
She thought to herself, my life kicks ass, and she backflipped all the way to work.
She backflipped with the bucket in her arms. That's a true queen right there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, there is a meeting today. Oh my god, it has the stickers on it!
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the
Woohoo!
bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Woo!
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Whoa. Warehouse access plan. Produce 1 plank to allow ease of access past fence. 2. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. 3. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. 4. Construct new structurally sound bridge. We need more planks. Places to search. Mission status. Inside a sequel exhibit. 2. A large room, lots of boxes. Somewhere both red and blue near a fireplace. Private but smelly place for an important person. Oh my god, it's so cute. Pizza's ready. I'm gonna go get some pizza. Trust the completionist instinct. Weird spinning figurines. Can we sell them? Obviously. More money if sold together. Why floating? Oh my god. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up. What? Alright. The sequel is now paused. Alright. I'm gonna go get some pizza.